Hello guys, today we're going to talk about the useState hook in React. So for this I have an example in Code Sandbox. It's just a simple counter and we have this count value stored in this useState hook and we set the count, we increment it or decrement it when we press the button. So as you can see from this example, a useState hook is used to store data or the state in a functional component which you couldn't do before. So before hooks, you can't store state in a functional component, but with the useState hook you can. So what is this useState hook? Is this a new thing in JavaScript? Well, no, it's not. A useState hook is just a function that returns an array of two elements. So the first one will be the data that you give inside this function, and the second one is a function that lets you update the data. So um, why don't we just console this and check it out? So instead of doing like this, like destructuring like this, what I'm going to do is just do something like say data, and I'm just going to comment this part out because it's going to scream at me. So just going to do just write test for now, and let us just console log this data and see what is there. So as we can see, the useState hook is just a function that returns two things. It returns the data that we send inside this function, and it returns another function that updates the state. So if I give the initial value as 11, then as you can see, the first element is 11. So that's it. That is the thing that we are destructuring and writing like this. Oh. I'm sorry about the typos, guys. And set count. That's it. So that's all. That's all what this setState hook is. It's just a function that returns an array. Right. So what is actually happening inside this useState hook? For this, there's an excellent blog by Lev Israelit. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing that name wrong, but we're going to cover a small example of what he has written in this blog. So if you want to know more, check out this blog. I'll leave a link in the description below. But let us try to implement this count without using the setState method. For this, what we're going to do, so let us have a variable called count equals 0 outside, and to implement this count, to increase the count or decrease the count, I'm going to have a method called setCount. So this setCount is going to increase the count. It's going to take in a value, and I'm going to put the count as the value. Right, and let us just console log this count. Now let's see what happens. So as we can see, count is 0. When I increase, so when I click increase, we are calling setCount and putting count plus 1, and decrease, we're just doing count minus 1. So I have console log what we're doing on the button click. So when I increase, it says increase count is 1, 2, and when I decrease, it says 1, 0, minus. So it's actually increasing and decreasing, but the number here is not changing. Why is that? It's because the component counter does not read under every time this value changes. Every time this count value changes, the counter does not read under again. So that is exactly what's happening inside this useState hook. So it actually compares the values between the previous state and the current state, and when there's a difference in state, it re-renders. So so this is actually a very complicated process that happens inside React. But for now, what we're going to do is we're just going to re-render it using the React DOM. I'm just going to put something like render, and I'm going to tell what component to render, and then I'm going to like get the element. I think it's get element by last name, name. Okay, I don't remember what it is, but for this I can just check out. Yeah, this is what I need. I just put this here. So what we're telling is whenever after we set the count to the value that we're sending in set count, just rerun the count. That's it. So now if we see, when I click increase, the value changes. When I click decrease, the value changes. So this is kind of an example what is happening under the hood. But reading, so this is exactly what he tells in the blog. I do recommend you to like check that out for more information. But reading that blog actually explained so much to me. It made a lot of sense. It was simple to understand. So that's actually this is the sneak peek of what is happening under the hood inside useState that actually made sense to me. So that's it, guys. I hope this video helped you. And if you find this useful, please like and subscribe. That's it, guys. So thank you. See you in the next video.